Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Puck and Stuff podcast, episode 4, Flames recap. This episode is sponsored by, well, a man can dream.
A man can dream.
I really wish I was dreaming that it wasn't 3-1 right now, but it's 3-1, and we can't do much about that right now. We just got to look to Game 5, and this is such a hard podcast to do right now. I didn't want to talk about 3-1. I really didn't. Well, I'm salty. I'm salty as shit.
Let's just get right into this.
Mm-hmm.
So, we just watched game 4 there. We lost 5-3.
Yep.
Series is now 3-1 in favor of the Oilers. Now, before anything, we got to give Edmonton credit because, dude, we are chasing them.
We're playing their game.
They are scoring.
And it's
they are scoring goals when needed. They're getting goals from the players that need to score. They deserve the wins. They honestly deserve the wins. Their forward group specifically deserves a lot of that success that they're getting. And you know what? I think a lot of it has to do with Jay Woodcroft. You got to give him a shout out too. Woodcroft has seriously, he's changed that team dynamic. The fact that this Oilers team might not have even made the playoffs, back in January before Tippett left, and they replaced him with Woodcroft, and it's looking bright right now for them.
The Flames have truly underestimated this team a lot, especially after versus Dallas. Like, I could see we just totally underestimated them because we thought they were a one-player team, and obviously that's not the case because tonight you got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins getting 2, Evander Kane got 2, Zach Hyman. Like, that first line and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman are going off. And
Hyman has scored a goal in every game in this series.
Yep, pretty much. And I wouldn't be so mad in this series. As we were just talking about this before, I wouldn't be so mad if it wasn't Mike Smith in net. I'm sorry, you saw that goal. That goal.
It leaves a sour taste, and 100% because
I kept 3-1.
I kept saying that. Mike Smith lets in that goose egg, and then it's like, well, you are just given. You were literally, the hockey guys just gave you an opportunity. Look how they played after that. There was no momentum. There was no push. They just played back because the Oilers played back.
Yep.
They're playing a different game than what we're used to seeing, and it is costing them these games. And it's very frustrating because you know this team can play with a lot more heart and a lot more aggression.
You've seen it all year. I don't know where it went. Like, even in the Dallas series, you still saw it, more glimpses of it, but it's almost disappeared after that one game. After game 1, it completely disappeared, and once we blew game 2 as well. It's absolute brutal how we're playing, and this is just so hard to talk about. This is probably our most improved game so far because I'll throw some stats at you. So this game, we outshot them 32-26.
Yeah.
We beat them in the face-off percentage 57-43. They even beat us in giveaways 18-16. Hitting was pretty much the same. They got 2 on the power play. We got the 1 on the power play. And I'm just so mad, man. I'm so salty after this game. It's so brutal. I'm a man of not few words today. I thought I would have more emphasis on this game and everything.
There's just a lot. I would say there's a lot to pick apart with this Flames team right now. One thing for sure, we're not getting secondary scoring again. We paid these players, and they're doing jack all. That's very frustrating, especially when you see the cap hit that you have to pay them. Positives, Johnny still is fine. I mean, he's assisting. He assisted Lindholm's power play goal there, if I'm correct. He's had some decent looks. I haven't minded Lindholm. I wish Dubé just seems to have not good puck luck. Yeah, so hopefully maybe he gets one for the next game.
His puck luck this series and last series is just not good. And Johnny Gaudreau, you're kind of right. Johnny's put up 13 points in 10 games. A lot of people hate on Matthew Tkachuk lately, but he's still putting up a point per game. And, like, I wouldn't put a whole lot of blame on him.
Yeah.
But I think you're more right about the depth scoring because it's been lacking, and I don't know what that defense is doing right now. It looked really sloppy during that game. Like, Noah Hannafin had a great series with Dallas, but then it just went away. Same with Anderson.
Yeah.
They both completely disappeared this series. And Markstrom, what? Oh, Markstrom. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
That probably stings the most, knowing the fact that you take the 2 goose eggs. Would we not have won the game if you didn't have the first goal scored? Right? Like, if he doesn't let that whatever, and then... Because for a bit of... A point there, it's like... When we score the 2 quick goals, and Markstrom didn't let that first goose egg in, it's tied 2-2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just little things like that.
Absolutely.
But as much as, like... And I'm not going to blame... Okay, I'm going to be honest. Markstrom for this game... My goodness, man, he's let so much. He's not good against the Oilers.
Those last 2 games with Markstrom,
actually, no, every game, even game 1.
Yeah, actually, this whole series, he's just not doing well. Do you start now? The real question is, do you start Vladar next game? Do you start Vladar like to get Markstrom? Like, hey, dude, you're not doing well this series. You need to pick. We're putting our backup for this game until you can figure something out.
I'll be honest, I don't think Sutter will.
I don't think so either, but
in some
you got to do something. It's obviously he hasn't figured it out over the last 4 games.
Because yes, you can say it is a team in front of him too, but some of those shots you have to save. There's 2 goals to this game that he should have saved.
In that first,
or should not have let in. You know
exactly. After that first period. Those were 2 bad goals. I think he could have had the Vander Kane goal. The power play goal can't do much. Defense truly wasn't helping him in front of the net that much this game as well. And that was just terrible play with the puck. Yeah. I'm so used to Mike Smith playing with the puck and he giving it up. But it's weird to see Markstrom do the same. And it's brutal. It really is. And I'm scared going into Game 5.
Markstrom did have a better second period.
Yep.
Third period, too. Second period was the best period the Flames had played since the Game 1.
Yeah.
Easily.
2 goals in under 30 seconds.
There was pressure there.
Yep.
From more than one line. And I think that's also what stings, too, is this game, there was a lot of McDavid, Draisaitl, and Kane, so their top 3 scorers on the same line. But that's what it feels like at some points in this series, is that we're literally just getting beat by one freaking line.
Actually, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt this game.
It's not actually that we are, because Hopkins scored. Even Ryan McLeod has been putting on some immense pressure.
Exactly.
I don't see where the hate is, why there's hate from Ryan McLeod. I honestly think, yeah, he makes rookie mistakes. Or it's not a rookie, but he makes young mistakes, but I think he's going to be solidified in that bottom 6 there for their forward group. I honestly think he's been playing crazy.
I got to give us the benefit of the doubt on one thing in this game. We did kind of control McDavid a lot better this game.
Yes.
That's one thing better. That's a good thing I can say. If we bring that to Game 5 and actually play way better hockey than we did this game, and Markstrom gets his head out of his ass. Yeah, I think we can take Game 5, but just how we're playing is not going to get it done, and you might have to look like we might be done in 5.
The problem with that's the problem with the playoffs, right? You need momentum, and the momentum has shifted so much. Yeah, you win Game 5,
but you're back in.
I'm gonna be honest, man. The way they've been playing, I don't think they even win Game 5. I don't think they do.
Well, you look at it like this: we go home, we go back to Calgary in Game 5.
Yeah.
We've been doing really well in Calgary for playoffs so far, and that's something to look as a benefit for now, because again, we're down 3-1. As a Flames fan, you are not happy with how anything is going in the series.
I'm just not happy because they're not playing as how they should be. They're not playing how they can be.
Not.
They have everyone back. Okay, Tanev comes back too. You can tell he's injured.
But
give him benefit of the doubt. But then it's like our defense too. Like Shillington has just letting too many goals when he's on ice. Anif and Anderson have had the worst series of their careers.
I think
this game was better, but Game 3 and Game 2, I have never I consider Hanif and Anderson to be top 4 defensemen that could be in pretty much any team's top 4. The exceptions could be like the juggernaut teams, Tampa, Colorado, stuff like that.
Those would still be players.
But man, it's seriously the worst games I've watched them play. So Dorov has given away the puck way too much. Branson's just stand still, hasn't really had too much for whatever. Michael Stone has made some mistakes, but I mean he's looked decent.
He's looked decent.
A little promising. But the fact that freaking Mike Ritchie, the fact that Brett Ritchie has scored multiple goals this series
and got pulled instead of Trevor Lewis. I think that was a bad
decision. He actually
decision.
looks promising. Like he was looking more promising than I'd say even Toffoli, man. I'm just, like Toffoli.
This is so
some
hard
things,
to
but
talk about, man.
Yarncrook hasn't done anything, man. He's won a few face-offs. Can you see about checking Yarncrook's face-offs tonight?
Tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
It should be in the game stats. But
yeah, I'll double check that quick.
He hasn't done nothing. And we were talking about this too during the game. It's like the Flames were playing better. It seemed like the chemistry was more there before we traded for Toffoli and Yarncrook.
Oh,
I'm not gonna go into some theory that's the reason why we're playing worse because of that. But is there really a coincidence that the fact that we kind of let the gas off once we kind of maintain our final team to go into the playoffs? Like
I don't know what.
It's weird, man.
Like I'm looking at Yarncrook's face-off percentage. He's at 44. So
okay, so that actually wasn't that bad.
It's not terrible, but
it's
it could be way better. But I know what you mean. Like, since we got Yarncrook, he truly hasn't been a big impact to the team depth-wise. And it's really disappointing because we gave up a decent amount for him. And I don't know if he's just not playing well under Sutter's system or just whatever, but it's not working with him. And that's a really big, disappointment. And, what you said with Tyler Toffoli, he's not playing to the expectations. Yeah, he got the 1 assist this game, but he's not playing to the expectations we paid for him.
Well, you know who else I kind of forgot about, too, is Ryan Carpenter. Yeah. He hasn't even seen the light of day. He's not even first up, per se, when you scratch a player. Right? It's between Stone and Ritchie. That was kind of weird. I mean, you don't really pay anything. It's just... I don't know, the additions just don't seem to be working too well in the favor so far. I'm not saying that's why we're losing the series.
No, there's a lot of more. There are way bigger factors than why we're losing the
Flames
series.
honestly just look nervous at times. They literally look like they don't know what to do with themselves. It's like they almost get stage fright. Especially against McDavid in Game 2 and 3. They look stage fright against him. Like, they didn't know what to do because of how shifty he is and just... Okay, also, too, we should also... Shout out, man, to McDavid. What was that? 20 before this game was 22 points in 14 games. So he
got 2 assists this game.
Greatest athlete in the sport. Greatest athlete in the world. I would actually agree with that.
I would...
And if not, he is top 5. Has to be. We are literally witnessing, our era's Gretzky, per se. It's just because he's
with Edmonton
and stuff,
yeah.
And that is amazing to watch. And I, as a hockey fan, I admire it. It just sucks that it has to be on a team that's your rival and that you're playing against. He's just too good, man. He is too good. And that says to me, if Edmonton does win this series, McDavid could pull off a few wins in the conference finals just for them. Just him. He is the only player in this damn league that can win games single-handedly.
Probably.
He's the only NBA player, per se. You know what I mean? How, single-handedly players can win games in the NBA? We always talk about this. Yep. McDavid's the only player that can do that.
And, I'm not going to lie.
It's crazy.
A lot of people think that I probably just don't like... I honestly don't like McDavid because he is on the Oilers. But I do give a lot of respect for him being the best player in the NHL. And, like I said, his playoff resume wasn't his... How far he went with the team wasn't the greatest. But this year, he's really proving a lot of people wrong. Yeah. And he's proving me wrong. He really is. And I got to give him the respect he deserves. Yeah, he's the best player in the NHL.
Well, if they wins, he deserves it. And, dude, he's due... Not his... I don't know about the organization. It sounds like a bias because I'm a Flames fan, but the organization has been so lackluster in really maintaining a winning mentality or a winning culture. But McDavid does, out of everyone there, McDavid deserves that.
Yeah.
I think McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Draisaitl. Hyman deserves it too, though. Hyman is a player who plays with heart. The Leafs miss him. Let's be real here.
Yeah, that was a really good depth pickup for the Oilers there. But
let's also talk about Hyman quickly, though, just because how he scored.
He's been scoring a goal a game.
Dude.
He's literally the killer of us too, man.
I just knew when they picked him up, I'm like, he's gonna be something special for him, and he is, man. He's just him and Hopkins, man. They're just like two peas in a pod. They're just so good.
Great second line, but to every Flames fan right now, the only thing I could truly give you right now is you got to really hope, you got to trust in Daryl Sutter's process right now, because he's probably the most pissed off guy in that room. Like, if you really look at it after that game, there's a lot of pissed off players, but Daryl Sutter's the most pissed off guy in that room.
Yeah.
And if anyone could get us to Game 7 against this team, it's probably Sutter. He could probably turn around this team. So to every Flames fan that's probably really thinking this is over, don't truly think it's over. Just trust the Sutter process.
Maybe the players don't trust the system right now. Maybe they're not really buying into Sutter's system right now, per se.
How? You've been doing it's proved it's been working all year.
I know, but
look at the whole year.
But what I'm saying is just the series specifically. They're not playing how they usually do. Yeah. Like they seriously are not. Like, it honestly looks like a different Flames team. It really does.
You even saw in that third period, they played such a good trap game between us, and we couldn't get anything set up until that freaking penalty kill, and then somehow Mike Smith let that goal in, and I would have thought it gave a little bit more motivation to do something and maybe get a fourth, but no, you didn't do anything with it, and that's what made me the most mad during this game.
I'll be honest, that is embarrassing. The fact that Mike Smith lets that in. No, that's not even the most embarrassing part about that whole thing. The embarrassing part is that that happens. You don't even
do anything with it.
You do nothing. That is embarrassing.
Yep. Damn,
maybe it's the heart in some of these players too. I don't know.
I'm starting to understand how Steve Dangle feels.
Yeah,
like he hasn't even been to the second round since 2004, and he's still like, dude, that guy probably has to go to therapy. I don't know how the hell I'm able to handle this.
It's weird, man. It's just the season's just felt so positive, so many positive that it's just like.
It's hard to be negative. It's really hard to feel a negative thing right now.
Well, then it's hard to want to lose on a note like this. You know what I mean? It just doesn't feel right with the story. It feels like the chapter should be closed. Even if you lose the series, at least 7. That's why I'm saying. That's why I said 7 games. That's why, because I really
thought 6, but apparently not.
Well,
that's wrong.
And the reason why I said 7, because I knew that Edmonton wasn't going to get swept. Of course not. I knew that Edmonton was going to play, and they were going to win some games and be dominant in those games that they win. And I was right about that.
Yeah.
But I thought Calgary would give more up of a fight, and I haven't really seen it from some of the players.
No, it's so sad because that's the reason why I said 6, because I knew Edmonton had the capability to keep up with us, but I thought we were just on a whole different level after we played Dallas that we could just go through, because we versed Onger, we put up 60 shots against him to finally beat him in Game 7. I thought we were going up against Mike Smith for this would be a cakewalk if we're going 60 shots a game.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
We haven't played even close to the amount of shots, and it's insane. This makes me so mad because I can't believe we do that first round against a goaltender like that, and then we're getting slapped around with Mike Smith.
I guess this is what Washington would have felt for a long time, though.
Oh, God.
Second round, certain teams just always get your number. Okay, so we kind of got that a rant out of our way and stuff.
Yeah, I really
So
needed that,
you move on to Game 5. You're in Calgary. Give me, what do you think?
Oh, so where do I start? Like, so you're in game. Okay, so
How I feel, man.
the first positive, first positive you're going into is that you're home. You're in Calgary. Like I just said, we play a lot better when we're. Hey guys, sorry that was a quick technical difficulties. Anyways, we're going right back into it. Yeah, biggest positive, you're at home. You hopefully have the whole fan base on right behind you, so there's tons of pressure. The Flames play great with pressure because now you're down 3-1. You're at home. It's a must. It's win or go home. So hopefully that if they even do start Markstrom, hopefully that gives them enough like boosts to be like, okay, I'm back in it. And hopefully it gives our first line a boost. It hopefully gives our depth a boost. I need something better than what I just watched. I need like way better all around. Well, have we played the second period? I need 3 periods of it to truly be like, okay, we can come back. 2 more games after this. We can make it 7. That's what I want to see next game. And hopefully this team can actually do it for us because it's go big or go home right now. Tristan, what do you got? What do you want to see in game 5?
Well, it's your first elimination series since game 7. So I expect a top-notch effort.
Has to be.
As soon as that puck drops, first period, that you are playing guns blazing, 100%.
You need full 60-minute game, man.
I expect that we are going to see a more normal Flames 2021, 2022 season hockey game.
I hope so.
Markstrom is going to start. That's just how Sutter does. He rolls with it. So you can see that. I think Markstrom will have a bounce-back game, just like how he bounced back later in this game as well.
I really hope so.
In game 4 specifically. You have the fans. The fans better be loud, man, because I know how Flames fans are. They're only loud when, we're winning. No, you gotta be cheering all the time.
We should go to the Red Lot.
Maybe, hey?
We should.
I wouldn't mind it. Oh, when's the game? Oh, I guess it'll be Thursday. So
Game 5 on Thursday, boys.
Yeah, hey?
Flames, we are down 3-1. We need all the support for Game 5. If we want to come up on top, we need you guys loud. We need loud, proud Flames fans because if we won't do it, no one else will. Yeah. So
we'll see. I expect a top-notch effort at the beginning of the game. I guess you gotta trust in Sutter's system because Sutter has coached teams that have came back in one series. It's very possible.
Won Stanley Cups. He brought the Flames to a finals.
Well, the Kings specifically, right? In the sense of the comeback series and stuff. I'm not saying that. And just play the hockey that crash the net, please. Oh my goodness, please crash the net. You keep rolling it around, man, like it's pinball. Like, I understand you're trying to set it up, but goals, you're not getting cute goals in the playoffs. You are getting dirty garbage goals. Edmonton got 2 garbage goals this game, and that led them to win.
Exactly. And
what happens if the Flames, you know what I mean? But yeah, honestly, I expect a top-notch effort. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
And this is where we'll cap off Flames Recap, episode 4. T-Dog and I are really hoping for a Flames win, Game 5 on Thursday. And I would like, if you guys like this video, I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. I would love the support that you guys give us every day. Also, our socials. I'll let Tristan give all our socials and stuff as well. And Tristan, I'll just let it end off on you.
Alrighty. Well, hopefully next podcast will be a bit more on the bright side, the more positive side for us there. If you guys enjoyed it, you can leave a like and leave a comment as well. You can follow us on our socials, which are Instagram, Buzzsprout, Spotify, and TikTok. If you guys would like to request anything we'd like to review or something like that or talk about, just leave it down in the comment section below. And hey, it ain't over till it's over, so let's see what Thursday brings.
Game 7, baby. That's what we want. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Peace.
Peace.